Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Empyrion Galactic Survival. Empyrion is in now Alpha 6. Massive update. It's been in the works for I think about 3 months or something like that. It's quite a huge update and I'm excited. It's going to be sweet. There's so many new features and content. I'm not going to go through it all. I'm not going to even list it. We're just going to learn and find it out over time. There's my little character I made. So let's go to multiplayer. I have a server set up. Basically, you just type out the word Canada, you should find it. If you're in Canada, the United States, Mexico, Europe, it doesn't really matter. You should be able to play with decent ping. The funny thing is, the North American servers are the same ping for me as the European. In fact, sometimes the European servers are a little higher ping. But you might have to wait. It might not list right away. The server list gets up to about 2,200 or so before it stops. There it goes. So you might have to wait a bit before it gets there. But anyways, we're going to connect. You have 4 starting locations that come up. You got the Aqua, the Ningus, Omicron, and Empyrion. The first one has oxygen, no oxygen, no oxygen, no oxygen. This one is pretty easy. It's PvE. This one's PvP. This one's PvE. This one's PvP. And then there's also other dangers, of course, on them. So what I'm going to play, I think, is on Omicron. And Omicron will have no oxygen. It'll be a harder starting area. I think it will make things a little more interesting just because of that. And I would like the bit of challenge. I do love Omicron though, or Kua, sorry, because it's just a beautiful green zone. But Omicron is pretty beautiful too, if I recall. It's a deserty zone, but it's decent looking too, so it shouldn't be so bad. We're gonna head probably towards a lake. That looks like the closest lake to us, actually. So yeah, we'll probably head towards that lake. And there's some here, but there's mountains there. This is a nice opening there. No, not 2 magnesium. Find me a nothing. Or nothing. Something else. Promethium. Magnesium, promethium. Okay, so you got magnesium, promethium, magnesium, promethium. What jerks. I need more things like iron and whatnot. They have a new oxygen system where you can actually like walk around your ship or your stations or your bases and actually breathe oxygen. So your escape pod actually offers like next to nothing now in resources, which is fine. So there's our gun, and there is our drill we start with, and a few other little things you have here in supply-wise. So we'll go ahead and we'll reload here for this. And then we might as well hit reload on this. And I guess, honestly, the first thing that you normally do is you basically go out and start mining. Now, if you're starting on a planet like this, you're going to want to set up your oxygen system ASAP. But I'm not really too worried about that right away. Also, there's another method of us able to produce oxygen now without water. Not as good as being near water, so we'll definitely move and live near water. But I'm just letting you know there are another method, and I'll show you that later on. But right now, I don't think we're too worried about oxygen running out too fast. And I would rather... where are we going to be going anyways? We're going to go westish too, so it's going to actually get lighter too when we go over there. First of all, how many ores there are? There's quite a bit here. Good. I'm just making sure we set up the server files right. Basically, the way we set things up was between... we set them between easy and normal, and I basically made sure there was plenty ore. I didn't want people to have to deal with asteroids right away, so... Meteors, I should say. I wanted people to be able to actually go and mine for a while. So right away, what I'm trying to do here is show you mining etiquette 101. Go in a big circle around. Yes, you're wasting a bit of resources because you're going to be chopping up some stone and stuff. But this will make it easy on you, and it will make it easy on other people to use these ore over time. Don't dig a straight hole down, because that's just rude. By the way, you like the new interface? It's so beautiful looking. I love it. There you go. So yeah, this fuel is important, of course, because this will help fuel things like our oxygen generators, etc. I'd say we got a good little start here. I could do this all day, to be honest, but we should do a bit of exploring. Now, you don't start with any resources, so it's not like you can build a base anyways right away, but we can get our oxygen generators placed anyways. There you go. Hey. There you go. Up and down, left and right. Here we go. Excellent. Okay. There you go. Later on, you'll get a better miner, by the way, that will allow you to actually get to auto mine or auto loot. Sorry, so you don't have to worry about that. So keep that in mind if you really hate the having to go around and spam F. I hate it myself, but that's one reason why you want to work up to a better miner over time, of course. So these guys here, oranges of some sort. Let's see what they are. Oh, they said, but I didn't really pay attention. I found more magnesium, space orange. So picking these are actually great. Look at the EXP you get, 51 EXP for this. So if you farm these by picking these up, a lot of them over time, you'll get more EXP doing this than you would from basically mining or whatever. So these are actually really worth grabbing when you're going through them, or if you just want a way to level up. And if you want to know how to, you go hit your tab, of course, and you can see your current level there. So to level up, we need another 1,200, 1,400 EXP, it looked like there. So you would need to grab basically almost another 30 of these trees. So 30 more of these clicks-ish, and you will probably get a level up there. So now, not all of them have the fruit on it. I don't know if they haven't generated yet, or if not all of them can provide fruit, but... And you can eat these. I don't know if they're safe to eat, though, without cooking them, though. I don't know about that. That's your own risk. There might be a chance that they can make us sick or poison us, but I'm not too sure, to be honest. There you go. You can grab all these in the middle too that I have been ignoring the entire time. These here. We're probably getting close to that ding. There's more over here. Though we'll probably find some more and then ding from that. There you go. And I turn on my jetpack if you're new. There we go, we dinged. I hit J key to turn on my jetpack, just in case if you didn't know that. I know sometimes new people watch my series, so I want to be kind of newbie friendly just to let you know what I did. Even though I'll probably play like a noob. Okay, so we're still heading towards that water. We're getting there. Oh, they have the new waypoint system. You can right-click, add a waypoint, remove on approach. And then that way you have a marker there. You can name it whatever. And that'll help guide you there. The little creatures over there. I think they're passive-aggressive, so as long as you don't shoot them, they shouldn't care what you're doing. Yeah. I'm grabbing lots of this. Like I said, I don't know if I can eat it, and if I can't eat it, whatever. It's still worth it just for the fact that you can get the mold or whatever from it. I know you could use to make bacteria with it or whatever, antibiotics with it. I don't know if you can anymore, but I know you need it for a lot of other things too, for like your farms and things like that. So definitely worth mass picking these when you first start out. This is like, consider this like another method of mining in a sense when you first start out. On this planet, it's actually kind of a wee bit easier to do this, but of course the other planet, you got a lot of other reasons why it's a bit easier as well to survive. So each planet has their ups and downs, of course. This one doesn't have oxygen. Massive down. But I think it'll be fun either way, so. There you go. This looks like actually a really beautiful area. I really like it. Look at the mountains. And there's no POIs so far that we've seen, which to me is a big bonus. If we're not near a POI, less chance of, attracting, anything, really. Look at that water. Oh, it looks so tasty. It sucks that you can't breathe on this planet because I feel like this is a beautiful planet to go picnicking. And I feel like if this was a planet in our solar system, we'd probably try to find a really good way eventually to try to terraform it, grow as many plants as we can or something to try to terraform it. Because it's like, damn, it's a beautiful planet for not being able to breathe. Okay, so we're here. So we can go tab. So you got an emergency O2 generator, which doesn't need water. You got your survival constructor, which is your basically constructor. And then you have your O2 oxygen generator, which will basically give you your O2. So right away, we can put batteries in here. I'm going to go ahead and put all but my one battery in there. And then we're going to put this one here. It doesn't actually have to go in water. That's what makes this one neat. It can sit here on land, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Now, this one will produce, if you look on here, this would take, I think this takes about 117 seconds. This one starts at like 107. Maybe they're about the same. But either way, this will produce these small O2 bottles, which you can use right away for breathing to fill up your tank. So if we go and use one right now, you can see at the bottom left, that bar, boom. Very little. But they're needed, especially when you don't have a base yet to breathe, right? So we used quite a bit. So oxygen is quite important. You really want to get that going. But we also have some O2 bottles, which we can actually craft here. So we have to turn this on up here. There you go. Turns it on. So we can go ahead and put these O2 bottles in here, and we can go ahead and craft ourselves the same ones, and we should get about 10 out of that because I think it's 2 per each one. I think one bottle output 2, yeah, so you get 2 for that, so we'll get 10. And then for the rest, since we have it here, we might as well go ahead and power this all up. So we'll get Promethium pellets. You can hit control to do this in larger numbers. Thankfully they didn't have that for a very friggin' long time. It was painful back in the day. And then of course making the fuel packs with that will be great. And then outside that, we got lots of oranges. Like I said, these oranges will probably poison you. So if you have antidote pills, you might want to keep them with you just in case. I like to just throw everything in here that I'm not going to use. I won't use the chainsaw. Auto miner cores, interesting. That's for auto mining. I think auto mining cores you actually have to get on your own now. Before you used to get them via just crafting. I don't even think there was a core. Maybe it was a specific crafting material, but now I guess you find them. Yeah. I guess they're just based on finding, just to give it more of a challenge, which I'm glad for that. I mean, I prefer, more challenges than anything, right? So, anyways, we're going to go back up here, and we're going to look for more ore types, do a bit more exploring, and then we'll call that an episode, really. And then basically from now to the next episode, I would have just gone around mining. Oh, you know what I need to do? And I need to do it daytime. I really hope this water has it. If not, we're going to have to go to another water source, which Well, look how far I'd have to go for it, so I really hope it's in here. Our helmet's on, of course, so we don't have to worry about that. Make sure there's nothing in your hand. You can't swim if there's something in your hand. You'll sink. Basically, you need to go into the ocean and look for seaweed. I don't know how it works on here. I've only done it on a Q, I believe, but I'm assuming seaweed would just look pretty similar on here. You can use your light, but it's not going to really make much of a difference. Usually the seaweed's more in the middle of the lake rather than the outskirts, so you kind of have to kind of go sort of in the more deeper end of the lake over time, and you should start seeing it. And basically what we're looking for is seaweed, or at least I'm hoping I can find seaweed. There might be another way to make the bio stuff, so we'll have to look into that if there is another method, but the one I always know is the seaweed. Oh, there's some seaweed there, so we're good. But basically the seaweed is what you use to craft more of the biofuel, and without it, well, you're really doomed, honestly, unless if there is another method of crafting it, which that's awesome then. Oh, there's these crystals here. We can grab those now. That's for warping later on with your, or jumping, I guess, with your CVs. Those are your big, huge space vehicles. It's used to basically go from planet to planet. So yeah, we've only seen the one seaweed, so I'm already not too impressed with this lake. I know there's another lake, but the last thing I really want to do is have to travel across the entire world just to find more seaweed. Which now gives you another reason why this planet might be a lot more challenging, because lack of seaweed or being able to easily craft biofuel could be a massive weakness as well. And I think you need 3 or 5. 3 maybe? Is it 3 or 5? I'm not sure. Seaweed per biofuel. So we have 3. So that might get us 1 biofuel. It might not even give us 1. So is this seaweed? Yes. There you go. We're starting to find some, so that's good. I don't know if my light... Oh, it's on. I already said my light probably won't make much of a difference. At nighttime it might, but even then the water gets so dark and murky, you wouldn't want to do this at nighttime. So do it in the daytime, and mine at night if you can. Though I don't know what kind of hostile creatures are here at night. We won't see them really ourselves for the first, episode or 2, because I won't, do an episode of just at nighttime, because I think that would be a little too painful for you guys. Who wants to watch somebody, play in the pitch black, right? So yeah, I'm not seeing anything else around here. A bit of height helps too to see. Water's beautiful, sounds beautiful too, so look at the patch there. It's funny because somebody could say something about that, but that's actually kind of realistic in real life. Sometimes there are weird, funny patches like this in the ocean. There might be a current, or there might be a slight change of who knows what's there. There's many reasons, right? But sometimes you'll see like weird strips in the water, and it's like, wow, that looks very unnatural sometimes. But Mother Nature, that's kind of the idea, right? It does create very funny, unique things at times. Okay, well we're not doing too good here. Let's see what we can make with this anyways. Interesting. Let's see here. Seaweed, we got 7, so not too bad. So there you go. 5 of them. So we can't even, unfortunately, craft more than 1 of them, basically. And it says seaweed only. I feel like there might be another way of making them, but I'm not even quite 100% sure. It's going to be a harder thing. Biofuel, seaweed, Empyrion. Yeah. Basically, people say you have to get to tier 2. Yeah. So basically, people are saying it's a hard planet. It's going to be hard to survive like that. Which, as you can see, imagine like 4 or 5 people in that ocean, that water there, trying to fight over that. It would be pure chaos. But either way, we were able to get 1 and you can say a half of a biofuel, anyways. And we'll of course get a lot more over time. And it just means we have to just be a little more efficient, but it also means I might have to travel and explore a bit and grab other resources as time goes on. But that's fine. I'm more than willing to put the legwork in for that. So let's go. We're going to explore over here a bit just before the episode ends. It is going to get darker here because we're actually going east, which the sun rises from the east and sets in the west. I think that's the rule for all planets in this game as well. But either way, the problem with that is that we're going to... It's going to get... oh, look at the meteor shower coming down. I don't know if that actually has an actual effect or if it's just purely cosmetic, but that is awesome. Oh, look at they have little explosions. That is cool. If you got hit with it, like I wouldn't want it to do terrain damage. I mean, Space Engineers, you did that, and your game is awesome in its own ways. But man, oh man, that lagged me so bad. I had a base that, you know, I left that running, and it was like dedicated, and I came back like 2 days later, and it was on the other side of the asteroid. So like I would never get hit the way it comes in. But basically, there was so many triangles on the actual asteroid itself, voxel-wise, that basically it would just lag me out. I couldn't play at all anymore. But it would be cool if these did damage to maybe buildings and characters, but not to the train. And then, of course, there's actual meteors that come down over time as well, for people who might not know that. So these guys should be, I think, passive. Yeah. You didn't see that. It's a they have phase shielding or something, or lets them enter solid matter. That's the lore. That's what I've considered for it. So you can't complain. But yeah, some of the stuff goes through stuff like that. Their AI isn't super complex, which I'm kind of happy with right now. Over time, I'm sure they'll make it more complex. But you know, let's not make something extremely laggy yet till, you know, other things are kind of solid, right? They work, and that's what kind of counts at this point. But I was thinking my food is going to run out. Maybe we'll leave it to the last minute to try it out and see if we get poisoned or not. I'm collecting these, but I'm not here to collect these. I'm actually looking for new new resources, because we haven't found any iron, and I need iron badly, and I also need copper, and silicon. So those are the 2 items that I'm going to need that have yet to come across. So my exploration is more about hopefully finding more of those. But I mean, it's a big planet. I mean, we found them here. Oh, you know what? I'm a little too high here. You're probably not going to find... If I've learned one thing, you probably won't find resources near the poles. I don't know if these guys get aggressive at night or if a new creature comes at night, but you would probably want to be careful at nighttime. There you go. We found copper, apparently. Don't know where, but... oh, there it is, up on the mountain. The temperature might drop at night, too. Right now it says it's 14. High of 25 and low is 14. I guess that's on the planet itself, so other parts of the planet is up to 25 degrees. Is that how it works? Because that's kind of cool. No, because then you'd think the cold part of the planet would be lower than that. No, I'm not sure how that all works, to be honest. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's 25 in my suit, 10 outside. There you go. We should probably eat our oxygen. Oh, our light is on already. I'm hoping there isn't too scary things at night here. If we can get safely to our copper and mine there. I find hills are kind of usually safer from things, so Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. We can hit F6 twice to hide the UI. Oh man, this game is absolutely friggin' beautiful. Sometimes I think I'm playing like some AAA, you know, like Star Citizen kind of style, like how they've gone with this game. But this is just an indie developer, you know, and they made an awesome sandbox game. Like, their dev team is quite phenomenal. There's a moon right there, one that you can fly to. You can take off of this planet and fly to that moon. If you've never played Empyrion, that is going to be one of our things we'll be doing for sure over time. So, our copper here, huh? Crap. This train is actually hard to work with. There you go. Looks like we found a... Oh! Actually, there it is. It's actually sticking out the side. That isn't... What the... It's even better looking now. Damn, that is awesome. Damn. That's beautiful. Ha! Sorry, I'm sitting here like screw the ore. I'm enjoying the terrain here. Okay, so here you go, copper. Now, what's this one in total size here? Yeah, these are pretty good deposit sizes. Working pretty good here. There you go. Okay, so before we end this, my food is down to 50, so we're going to get the hunger symbol in a second, which will mean we're getting in trouble here. So let's go ahead and hit tab. And we're going to go ahead and... There it is. You're feeling very hungry. Find something to eat. So we're going to try eating this. Now, it might poison us, but I don't know. We're gonna eat it till it does or fills us up either way. There might be a chance, but I don't know. I don't know if it would tell you or not if it could do that. Yeah. This is actually really good. It's 30 food, too. It's not a ton, but... I mean, for what we need, it's actually pretty good. Actually, it looks like these might not poison you. Oh yeah, so here's all the icons. I guess I can tell you what these icons mean. I kind of understand what it means now. Let's just finish up eating here. Okay. So the first icon here is jetpack on or off, so that's your J key. Helmet is your U, on or off. Of course, you want your helmet on or you will die and take damage. O2, basically it means if a building or the outdoors is providing you oxygen, so it'll be highlighted, basically meaning this supply won't go down. You do not have to take your helmet off to breathe breathable air, but you can turn off your helmet without damage, of course, if this is lit up, or you can keep your helmet on. I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming that means you can be teleported. I really don't know. It's kind of a confusing one for me. I don't know what that means, so it's something I'm gonna have to learn. This one is that you can't build there. I guess another player or POI or structure is preventing you from building there. And as far as I know, this is another you can't build there because there is ore nearby. So it's basically sharing with this one, but it's a separate, information screen. But either way, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see you wonderful people next time. And don't forget, I'm going to go out and explore a bit, just mining quite a bit. Hopefully, I'm able to get ourselves what we need over time to be able to get ourselves the resources to build with. So thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.